There is always a certain anticipation when Madhuri Dixit returns to the screen. That carries over to Mrs. Deshpande, her latest, a six-part series by Nagesh Kukunoor, streaming on Jio Hotstar. Cast against type, Dixit steps into a territory she has rarely explored, her trademark smile taking on a menacing edge. She plays Mrs. Deshpande, a convicted serial killer responsible for 8 murders. Yet, in the end, this crime thriller boils down to just that, a show content with presenting Dikshit in shades of grey. The show feels absurd almost from the start. It opens with a young Bollywood actor ordering two Russians over the phone, only to be murdered soon after, in a manner identical to a string of killings from 25 years ago. Two more murders follow in similarly staged fashion, prompting Commissioner Arun Khatri, played by Priyanshu Chatterjee, to bring back Seema Deshpande, played by Madhuri Dixit, to help track the serial killer, now on the loose. Because why not bring in the original to catch the copycat? Deshpande agrees, but only on one condition, that the probe must be led by Officer Tejas Phadke, played by Siddharth Chandekar, her estranged son who doesn't remember her. Even for a work of fiction, the premise is difficult to stomach. Why the Mumbai police would need the help of a serial killer convicted to life imprisonment to catch another murderer is never convincingly justified. What makes matters worse are the scenarios staged around this implausible logic. At one point, Deshpande appears to abet a suicide while under police watch with no consequences whatsoever. In another instance, she drugs the officers assigned to guard her and injures one in a manner eerily similar to her own killings. And yet, the Mumbai police continues to trust her. Eventually, it becomes hard to tell whether the series is invested in Deshpande's intelligence or is it testing the audience's patience. For a crime thriller, Mrs. Deshpande generates little urgency in finding who the copycat killer is. Instead, it is more invested in framing Deshpande as a vigilante criminal, one who targets only bad people, as if it never fully trusts that the audience would be able to accept Dikshit in that light. Female rage could have been an interesting territory to explore, but the series never probes Deshpande's psyche with real depth, flattening her violence into a familiar take of broken people and moral binaries, stripping her actions of any complexity. The writing is never as complex as it believes itself to be. The dialogues, in fact, are laughably flat. Many of the scenarios feel very familiar, like what we have long witnessed on shows like CID or Crime Patrol, only that those manage to generate far more interest. Much of the show rests on Dikshit, who remains mysterious but never quite terrifying enough for a serial killer. There is little real menace in her presence. In fact, she's almost too nice to inhabit a character meant to inspire fear convincingly. And it's a miss, particularly because an actor of her caliber is finally given a markedly different character to portray, one that could have been compelling but ends up becoming a mixed opportunity. As for the other actors, the performances are uniformly flat, as if mirroring the writing itself. In the end, Mrs. Deshpande is easily skippable, and if you're watching it for Dikshit alone, it is likely to test both your patience and your intelligence more than once.